Welcome to Whiskey and Whitetails, a show for those that hunt with a passion and drink with a purpose. As always, I'm your host, Gus.
I'm Matt.
And this week, we got a mixed bag for you. We're talking about new barrel picks. We're talking about upcoming hunts. We've got some interesting current events with man hunts, messing up Matt's hunting spot, all kinds of good stuff.
And also, while you're here, we want to talk about a couple sponsors real quick. One of them being Mint Mobile. And so I had ChatGPT write this Mint Mobile ad, and I'm just going to read it. I have no idea what it says, so we'll see how it goes. Welcome back, hunters and whiskey lovers, to another thrilling episode of Hunt and Sip, the podcast where we explore the wild, share hunting adventures, and savor the finest whiskeys. That's actually not bad. That's right, folks. And today we have something special to talk about. Do you know what's almost as essential as your trusty hunting rifle and your favorite bourbon when you're out in the wilderness? You're thinking what I'm thinking, aren't you? It's the one thing that keeps us connected, even when we're deep in the woods, and that's Mint Mobile. Hold on. I scrolled too far. That's right. Mint Mobile is the perfect companion for any outdoor enthusiast. With their reliable nationwide coverage, you can stay connected with your hunting buddies, share your trophy photos instantly, and never miss an episode of Hunt and Sip with Whiskey and
Wow.
Whitetails. And what's even better, Mint Mobile offers plans that won't break the bank. You can choose a data plan that suits your needs and your budget. Plus, with Mint Mobile's super simple online setup, you can get started in no time. No need to waste hours at a store. Just order your SIM card, pop it in your phone, and you're ready to go. This is all true so far. And for our fellow hunters and whiskey connoisseurs, there's another great perk. With the money you save on Mint Mobile, you'll have more money left to invest in premium whiskey or that new hunting gear you've had your eyes on.
That's funny.
true, and we've tested it ourselves in the wild. Mint Mobile's coverage is as reliable as your favorite shotgun, and you can sip your whiskey while sharing your adventure stories with friends without any worries. This is really good.
Yeah, you got
So,
to update it
folks,
and make it ours. That's good.
don't let your mobile service hold you back while you're out in nature. Make the smart choice like we did and switch to Mint Mobile today, which you can go to mintmobile.com/whiskey and check out all the plans that are available. But remember, when you're hunting and when you're sipping, make sure you're on Mint Mobile for the best coverage of the best deals. Cheers to that.
Not be safe. Not don't do them separately.
No,
Just make sure you use them at mobile.
just make sure you have good Mint Mobile service while you're drinking and hunting.
Well, while you're hunting, if you are bow hunting, make sure you are also using Vantage Point Archery broadheads.
For sure.
We are huge supporters. We love them. Great company, made here in America, super durable. I mean, these things, you can just run through them, just resharpen it and throw it back on. We're big fans of the single bevel, and I'm shooting 125 grain. I think Matt's shooting the same. And we are talking with them as we have ongoing talks as we, right now, I don't know what I'm trying to say. We are going to be selling and have available on our Shopify store or our website. You'll be able to purchase VPA broadheads alongside our own products. So keep an eye out for that. We'll update folks as that comes along, but you can check them out at Vantage Point Archery. Is it just VP Archery or VantagePointArchery.com?
VPArchery.com.
Yeah, VPArchery.com. They have any kind of fixed broadhead, fixed blade broadhead that you can imagine for your hunting needs.
That's right. So with that in mind, y'all enjoy this episode. It was a good one. We had a good time talking.
Indeed.
Hey, what's going
What's
on,
up, man? Hey, what's up? What's up, man?
How are you?
Good, dude. Had a good week. You?
Dude, this weather's crazy.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's pretty bad. It's been really hot whenever your youngest kid goes, I like this weather. It can stick around for a while.
Yeah. It's insane. It went from like real feel of like 110 for,
Yeah.
I felt like we did that for a month. And now, I mean, the weather thing says it's going to be 80 today, but it's below 70 right now. And it's just overcast.
Yeah, I've lived down in this area for 14 years now, and I'll be honest, I don't know that I recall a summer that was consecutively that hot for so long. Like you have your days, once or twice a week, but it felt like 3 weeks straight where the real feel was dangerously high.
Oh yeah, we had like warnings every morning that it was going to be gross today. Be prepared.
Yep. I have a buddy that works state construction, like interstate, like roadways, and like they were shutting down projects because it was just too dangerous to be outside.
I'm sure they were. This we saw the like, on base, you get the emails. It's like black flag today. It's
Yeah, yeah,
hot.
I
Don't
remember those.
don't go outside. So it's like every 20 minutes you have to acknowledge that it's hot outside. It's stupid.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Well, it looks like we're doing pretty good for hurricanes. I thought for sure we were going to have a nasty one this year, but it doesn't seem that way.
Don't speak so soon
No,
because
I'm trying to.
the worst ones we've had have been in October, so we're
That's true.
we're cruising right into the season for it.
Yeah. The two out there burning right now aren't even going to come this way. But I think that's why it's
No,
so overcast out here. I think it's all these clouds. And today's the first day of the full moon.
nice.
Which, speaking of that, we just recorded a podcast with the Southeast Whitetail. It should be out by now. By the time this episode comes out,
Yep.
if you want to check it out, you can go look at Southeast Whitetail's podcast page and listen to it. But um, we had brought up a little bit about the moon phase, and
Mhm.
and I never really believed in it, but I've been thinking about it a lot since then.
Yeah.
And that's 100%. We'll give you the bluff, which for those that don't know, that's bottom line up front, military term. Um, yeah, if you only hunt the moon phase, that's going to be the only time you kill deer because you're only out there in the moon phase. So you're going to believe in it, which I
Right.
never really thought about that, but it's so obvious.
Yeah.
Where you and I
It's
have never hunted the moon phase.
No, I mean, I look at it because some of the apps and stuff that I use that show the weather and they'll show the moon phase, and I'll often look at that as just because the app that I use, and I can't remember the name of it, and I'm not paid to promote it, so I'm not going to name it, but it'll give you like what the temperature and the weather is supposed to be. It'll give you stuff about the lunar cycle, the barometric pressure, weather, and it takes all that information and gives you like a score. Like today's 93%, like good day to hunt, and then like
Yeah.
43% would be a shitty day.
Mhm.
So I've always kind of look at it at those days, but I have killed deer, and this is kind of what Mark was saying is like I've killed deer at every possible moon phase, every type of weather you can imagine. Deer are corpuscular beings, and
Crepuscular.
they have to eat and they have to drink, and they are going to move to accomplish those two things regardless of the moon phase.
Yeah.
And we discussed, maybe if it's a full moon and it's really bright, maybe they linger and take a little longer moving into a food plot, or
I think your
maybe
shooting
they.
light is extended because they come out like right then. So if you can see a little longer than
But you got to be careful with that because most states the shooting light is minutes after sundown. It doesn't matter how bright it is with the moon out.
I'm not saying you should do it. I'm just saying you
but
could potentially see a little
that
better
being
at that
said,
last
like
minute.
if you're deep in the woods, it can be not even sundown, and you
Yeah.
can't see like through a scope, especially if it's dense woods
Good
and you just
save.
don't have enough light to it's not gonna happen.
Good
So
save.
um yeah, just say
We almost Bomart herself.
oh, that's gonna be a thing now.
I also just noticed your name. Did you get a name change?
Oh yeah, I'm glad it didn't show up. I was hoping you noticed that beforehand.
I would have left it out anyway.
That's funny.
Little fun joke just for us.
Yeah, yeah.
I was thinking, dude, another thing, since it's like just for us, just on the top of my mind. I'm thinking about, dude, this hat looks crazy because of the angle. If it
It
just
makes your
leans
head
some,
look crooked.
I'll lean some. My head is crooked. Born that. Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe he's born with
Maybe.
it. Oh, there we go. That way. Anyway, I was looking at doing stuff just for us. So it's gonna kill me. I don't care.
Get
All
the
right,
framing right.
my head's not crooked, or maybe it is. I don't know. My head does look like it's getting bigger. I'm a big
Your
ass
beard's
head.
getting bigger.
It is doing that. It's wintertime. Oh, so I was gonna buy. So the coffee pot you bought me when I moved to
Yeah.
Charleston finally
Shit the bed.
somehow died. I don't know
Yeah.
how.
I'm surprised it lasts this long. Those
I am
things
too.
fucking die every other year.
I was about to hit you up and be like, "Hey, you never bought me a housewarming gift for my new house."
For your new kitchen.
Yeah, for my new
Kitchen warming gift.
kitchen
Yeah.
warming gift. But I was looking at, do I want to do that again? Like get a coffee maker? Do I want to do a pour over? And I was looking
Mm,
at like videos of pour overs.
yeah.
Bruh, you could make that like super cinematic, like in the new kitchen. So
Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
do,
Especially your kitchen with all the light colors and then the
yeah.
contrast of all the dark.
I
That'd
was
be
like, and I'll
perfect.
post it on Whiskey and Whitetails and be like, this has nothing to do with anything. It's our page. We can do what we want.
Yeah.
So here's a cinematic video of a pour over.
Early morning pick me up headed to the deer blind. You can make it irrelevant.
Yeah, we need a coffee sponsor.
Yeah, we'll leave that one alone.
Okay. What are you
uh,
sipping on? I see a fairly new looking Yellowstone back there.
yeah, this is the barrel, or this is the reserve bar pick.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, it is. I think we tasted it whenever Brian was in town at the Hunt Club, but we didn't really dive into it too much, and I don't really remember much about it, so I figured I'd dive into it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yellowstone picks are really hit or miss for me. I don't know how they are for you.
I had a conversation today with Caleb Gibson about our Yellowstone pick. He's like, I don't know when it's coming. He's like, I'm surprised the Russell's pick got here this quick, but the yeah, same. They're hit or miss. It's like they're either good or they're eh. But
Well, and here's the thing. They've for me, they're either like I don't like this very much at all, or yeah, I'll drink this.
yeah, I'll drink some of it.
I've never had one that is like I'm gonna write home and tell mom about this one.
Yeah, no, I can't remember because we. That's one thing about the picks, man. I think they do it on purpose. They just give you so many. So like
Hmm.
they were our palate was 100% blown. But I think we picked a good one, but we won't know until it gets here. But they made us sign a piece of paper that says we won't put a sticker on it. And
Oh,
Caleb's like,
really?
"Do we just do it?" And I'm like, "Well, they may not ever let you do another barrel pick again." And then he was like, "Do I care?" I was like, I'm not interested." not that not that we're
I
talking.
mean, did you guys read the fine print? Like, what the repercussions if you do?
Yeah, you're done.
Oh, okay.
So the way around it is, I think we're gonna sell it with a sticker.
With so somebody else
Yeah,
can put it on, but we're
yeah,
not.
you
Yeah,
can put it on.
that's cool. That makes sense.
Plus, like, how many people have put a sticker on a bottle before? You know, it's probably kind of cool. Like, oh, I can't wait to put the sticker on it, and
Yeah,
you know,
just start making that a thing.
you can see how much of a pain in the ass it is to put stickers on them. Yeah. Speaking of stickers, I got a Bill Murray over here looking at the camera.
Yeah, Mr. Bill back there.
So this one we did 2 picks with Russells. Um,
I'm excited
the
about those.
first one, yes, I have yours downstairs. The first one that came out is a 9 year. So dumped 628, or I'm sorry, distilled 12/10/13. So 2013. I was in Afghanistan.
Nice.
Cool. Dumped 6/28/23, but it's warehouse T 4 floor. So 4 floor would still be like a medium level floor. So the other one, I don't have the bottle up here, but it's a 10 year and it was a 5th floor, which is a higher floor.
Hmm.
And to be honest, they taste very similar. This one is my favorite, the 9 year.
Okay.
But the 10 year is also really good. It's a little more tame, guessing because it was a floor higher or a year older.
Yeah, I was getting ready to ask you if there was a noticeable what the noticeable difference was.
This one has a ton of flavor. Like, blows your mind how much flavor's in here.
Really?
And you know what's funny, man, is um oh, way too much. Whatever.
That's a Friday pour.
Yeah. I'm getting ready to go sit in a tree stand after this. So won't be pouring another one. Damn, I can't believe we did that. Mainly because I was wasting it. But I'm not gonna waste it, I'm gonna enjoy it. So yeah, just a ton of flavor. There's a lot on
Yeah.
the nose, a lot on the palate.
So you were obviously you got to see the Rick House. You guys were in there, right? Is that where the pictures came from? Or was that a different pick?
Yeah, so the rick house we were in is not the rick house the barrels were from. I think
Oh, bummer.
they
Okay.
just stacked them all up in there. But
Okay.
they because we were in warehouse A and neither of these were warehouse A. Actually this one, no, the other one is from Camp Nelson. I didn't even look and see where this one was from. Oh, so this is on their actual main campus warehouse
Oh,
now.
okay. I was curious if you observed anything that would have lent you to believe or lent you to have an understanding of why the flavor was different, like what atmospherically might have been different between the two floors. Because it doesn't seem like just being a
Well,
floor apart, they'd be that different.
they're both like near the distillery, but the
Hmm.
warehouse T is on, it's like right there.
Oh,
And then
okay.
the Camp Nelson one it's on the same river, just in a different part of.
Right.
There's probably different airflow, it's gonna create. I
Yeah.
mean, it's gonna be different anyway, but, different locations definitely gonna have a little more effect than, the same warehouse on different floors.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was crazy how many messages, I don't know if you paid attention, that we got.
I did see a lot of messages, but it was one of those times of the day where it was overwhelming to try and look at everything that was going on. So I just didn't.
Yeah. Well, my phone was blowing up, the Instagram was blowing up. Here's the thing, folks, when liquor stores do releases. They typically have a rule of one per person, and that's what makes it fair.
Correct.
Because I went on this pick, and because we do a lot of business with Caleb, and he's an actual friend, not just a store owner.
Hmm.
Um, we get a little more leeway on that, which is, I think, deserved. You know,
It's fair.
it's fair, not deserved, fair. Well, I don't mean deserved. Let's take that back. So so we have Patreon, and we have a certain tier in Patreon that lets you get stuff, and so that person was able to get a bottle from us.
Right.
Um, but outside of that, I can't just go in there and buy cases of it. I can't hold it for you. I can't do any of those things, and neither does Caleb. And Caleb showed me, because I was like, man, it's crazy how many people, like people I don't even know. Like I don't even. It's a little
Yeah.
different if you know somebody. And you're like, hey man, is there any way you could help me out? Like I wish I could, but I can't. But for him, he showed me his like Facebook Messenger, his personal
Hmm.
Facebook. It's just like hit it and scroll, and it's people going,
Please.
yeah, cool. Can you set me one aside? I can't get down there today, or I'll be in Charleston next month. Can you hold one for me?
Yeah.
And he's like, I feel so. He's like, it drives me nuts. He's like, but there's nothing I can do about it. It's like I'm not. You just tell everybody that I
And to
just
be
don't.
completely transparent, Matt's comment about him going and actually physically helping do this pick, giving him a little bit more of an opportunity to get a couple more bottles rather, um, compared to there have been other times where Matt has tried his very best to get more than one bottle for certain picks,
Mhm.
and the answer is a love you buddy, but hard no.
Can't
It's
do
just
it.
not going to happen. And
Wait,
so it's not playing favorites. It's
I
just
also paid to go to Kentucky. I paid for a
correct.
flight. I paid for my
Yeah.
portion of the Airbnb. I paid for my portion of the rental car. Um, I paid to go on that trip. So, why
And we
wouldn't I be
paid
able to get?
and we paid for the bottles.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah, we didn't get the bottles for free. We had to buy
yeah,
them
it's
just
not.
like everybody else.
Yep.
Um, so I was able to get Gus and I one of each, and I was able to get one of our Patreon members one because he's one, a friend, two, he's loyal, three, he pays every month for
That
something.
special
So
tier.
yeah, special tier. So I'm sorry I couldn't get multiple cases and hook everybody up, but you're missing out. It's delicious.
Shouldn't be sorry. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, it's really good. I did offer. No, I'm not even going to say that because I don't want to get,
There you go.
yeah, smart. But if you're ever at an event and you want to try it, and just let us know, we might bring one and let you have a little ounce or so. Good times.
A little sippy sip.
Yeah. So today, well, I'll say why. So we have an upcoming event with Kiowa, which is sold out. I didn't mean to say who it was with, but maybe that slipped the radar. It's called Boots and Bourbon is the name of the event, and they have a goatery, and so we called it like goat but ghosts because it's for Halloween. So the
Right.
ghostery is is where it's at. But um, they were like, "That's your show, you know.
Yeah.
You tell us what you want to do." And so Gus and I came up with a plan. And one of the things is, so we're gonna do. So they make their own cheese there at the goatery with goat milk, and they have some bees. So they have honey. They have a couple things that they make. So we're gonna do
Yeah.
the pairing with those things, and then after that, we're gonna do a bottle share where everybody just comes and brings. You bring your own bottle, and then you can hang out with other, whether you're a aficionado or just starting, want to learn
Hmm.
that kind of deal. And we were gonna do venison burgers, and then Gus, you had the great idea of doing chili.
Yeah.
Very smart.
Did a dry run yesterday, in fact.
Did you?
Yep, chili and some cornbread muffins, and it turned out great. So I'll do exactly what I did yesterday at a
What's
larger
in it?
scale. A little of this, a little of that.
Yeah. Little
Yeah.
secret brown recipe.
Yeah, we'll bring definitely have some ground venison in there. I will likely throw in. I like to do my chili with steak in it, so I will buy
Ooh.
some sort of more whole, not ground up, but whole cut of beef, and cut that into smaller cubes and mix that in there as well. So you get a little bit more of a bite,
Mhm.
and then a mixture of pinto and red and kidney beans with some other things. I can't tell you
S
because it's a secret.
some secret Cajun seasoning.
Maybe, maybe not.
Do you identify as Cajun or Creole?
Cajun. They're two
Cajun.
different things.
Oh, what's Creole?
Creole is more from the islands. That
Ah,
so they have more of a their their culture and their food and all that stuff. Their seasonings all come from the islands, and they've sort of migrated to through the Gulf up to
I see.
that. So you'd find more Creole food more in like the New Orleans bigger city areas, and your Cajun food is going to be more rooted in
In the
more
yonder.
much more rural,
Yeah.
and they do blend and cross, that kind of thing, but they are two different cultures.
Yeah. That's cool. I
Congress
like that.
actually, and you won't see it on any paperwork or any drop down boxes on applications, but Congress, and I don't know the year, I should be ashamed of myself, but they did pass a law that um, designates Cajun as a like an ethnicity. I can't speak today.
Yeah.
So and where it says other and you can write stuff, I could legally hit other and write Cajun
Yeah.
on applications and shit.
You should.
Yeah, maybe I will.
Does that make you a minority?
I don't know, but maybe I'll have Gavin start doing that for
Oh, you
my
should for
kids start doing that
college.
for college
Oh, yeah.
applications.
Super smart, dude. Super smart. Yeah. Of Cajun descent.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. I bet it does make you a minority.
yep, in some
Not that
crazy
one
way.
anybody would respect, but
No, not at all. Not even a little bit.
how could I be racist? My best friend's Cajun.
Shit.
I could just, yeah, I should. That's what I'll. No, that's not good. I'm not gonna say that. That would be a terrible thing to say because it's gonna make you look worse. Let's see. Oh, so because of that, do you have any deer meat left?
Yeah, I have a little bit. I have some,
So if I
you know,
don't,
yeah, I have some stuff I can make work.
if I'm unsuccessful, you have a backup.
Yep. And I mean,
I
I'm gonna
plan on being successful.
sound like a dick here, but if it was just regular beef, would they ever know?
No, they would not. But we would know, and that would bother me.
Yeah, of course, me too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've
Well,
got plenty. I've got enough. If we needed to use what I have left, we could do that.
and I'll replenish. I'm pretty certain. I mean, I see every time I go out there, I watch the same. I watch deer. You know.
Smoke them.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take one tonight, and then try not to cry. And
It's a shame you don't have a suppressor. You can just reach out and touch one and get it over with.
yeah, I've thought about that, taking the 308, but I think it's so damn loud, man. I'm backed up to
Hmm.
those houses; they would know immediately. Oh,
Oh,
did you
no
see
question.
the manhunt yesterday?
Oh yeah, I meant to ask you if that impacted anything you had going on at home,
I don't know.
traffic or anything.
No, no, no. So it was on Chisholm Road and Marianne Point. That's
Yeah.
exactly where this hunting property is. That's
Oh
where
no,
it is.
no kidding.
Yeah, that's where it is. That's not like near there. It is right there.
That's it,
Yeah, that's it. So all that stuff happened right there in front of it.
bro. You might. What if you roll up and he's like hiding out? Did they find him yet?
Yeah, I think
Oh, okay.
so they said that he was dispatched, but I believe he committed suicide. I don't know.
Ah,
But yeah, no, he didn't make it. But for the which is good. But for those wondering what we're talking about there, he it says he shot 3 people, but one of them was a police officer, shot him in the head. And
damn.
he's in critical condition currently. He's alive, but he's probably going to have problems from that. And what's crazy is Live 5 News posted a picture of his hat with blood all over it when they were
What a
talking about the manhunt.
what a shitty thing to do.
That is fucked up.
That is super
That's clickbait.
not classy.
Yeah. That was
Yeah, I
like, we're
also
going to get
noticed last
clicks
like
on this.
I saw the news in the morning. I saw that the stuff was going on, but I was busy doing stuff and I just I didn't have time to sit and watch. And then last night sat down to just catch the evening news. This happened yesterday, right? Or the day
Yep.
before.
Yes. It happened
And
today,
I
like
saw
in the middle of the night,
yeah.
to like whatever that was.
So it was like
Yesterday,
breaking
early
news
in the
first thing in the
morning. Yeah.
morning. It was
First
like
thing in the
breaking
morning.
news.
Yep.
Well, I saw that Live 5 News, which I thought again was kind of lacking in class. They had put together, you know how news stations will have a commercial that sort of highlights their like breaking news coverages, and it's like
Yeah.
really upbeat music, and it's a lot of b-roll and flashy, like, and it was an entire commercial that's basically saying we cover you know breaking news, we bring you that kind of commercial, and
The
it was
hard shit.
all footage from that morning. It's like they wasted
Uh,
no time and making and all I could think of was that quote by that one congressman was never waste a good crisis or a good
yeah.
whatever. It's just like, man, you guys couldn't have waited like 48 hours even to to make this new commercial, but no. Yeah, the bloody hat thing's pretty shitty.
Well, I mean, I'm not surprised that the news would do that. That's their MO, if you
Yeah,
will.
I guess so.
It's like they have an SOP. Let's exploit everything that's gonna get us clickbait.
Yeah, I mean, it's marketing 101.
But yeah, I woke up
Attention.
yesterday morning with a because I'm on the Johns Island unfiltered thing, and
Yeah.
it was like I don't know how some posts get through because I have like notifications turned off on Facebook, but sometimes things come through, and that was one of them. And it was like, lock your doors, stay inside. This guy's out. Be vigilant. All this stuff if you live in this area.
Had your kids, had your wife.
Yeah. So I got up and checked trail cameras to see if he was,
Oh, nice. Yeah.
and so I work with a guy that's a Marine Raider, Special Forces Marine. For those that don't know what that is, he I was telling him, I was like, dude, we should consider going and getting Arconis. Like, just go roam around the property and see if we can find him because I'm sure he was hiding in there somewhere.
There's a very good chance if that's where it all went down.
Yeah,
You bet you you might roll up and find the property taped off with an investigation still going on.
dude, it's possible. There was the deer haven't really been on camera as much,
Well, I
yesterday
bet you
and
there's
this
people
morning.
everywhere in that
No, I'm
area.
sure they were walking through it and helicopters and everything else flying around.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Well, that'll be interesting just to find out if they're moving around tonight. If you can get in there, hopefully you
yeah.
can.
Hopefully I get it. I'm sure it's cleaned up by now. Bloodstains are orange after you wash them 3 or 4 times. That's an M&M zone. But yeah, I'm gonna go try and get a deer tonight
Yes,
for this event. My eyes are
do it.
puffy.
Do it.
They've been
Shoot that
tired.
buck. That's what you need to do.
If that buck comes out, I will shoot that buck. I'm probably gonna shoot a doe
Yeah. Well,
after talking to Mark and Corey, and they're
yep.
like,
I'm gonna try and get out this weekend as well, and I will 100% shoot a doe,
"Yeah, yeah, yep, it's that time of the year. It's time to start putting meat back in the freezer. It's been
especially
too
yours.
long." Yeah, especially mine. Well, I got it's full of beef right now, but
Oh, that's right. You got that beef share.
trucking through that stuff. I haven't bought meat from a store since I bought that cow,
Nice.
which is nice.
Hell yeah, it is.
Start doing some homesteading. Dig a well.
James Island.
I wouldn't have to dig very deep to find water, I don't think.
No, you would not.
Yeah. But
Couple inches.
yeah, maybe. Bottom of the pool. I know if the pool's empty, water comes out of the bottom of it, and that's only 6 feet. So
No shit.
yeah, there's a drain in the bottom, and you got to
Okay.
run. I don't know from my pool. I know from my neighbor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they had to run this pump 24 hours a day just to pump water out of it because it was just filling up as quickly as it was. But
Damn.
if you don't do that, it'll pop the pool out of the ground. The water table will
Just
pick the
push it
pool
up.
up. Yeah.
Wow.
So you have to let it drain in there,
Huh.
which is
That,
fascinating.
that's crazy. I never would have considered that.
Yeah. No, I didn't either. They were telling me about it, and they were like, "If you drain it, you better open that little port as quickly as possible." It's like, okay, we'll figure it out. And then you're working the market today. You're letting me have the night off to go hunt.
Yep. If it's roped off, you better bring your ass to the market.
I will.
No, it's yeah, I'm gonna work the market. Got to get our minimum 2 nights in for the night market this month, and this was the last opportunity I had. Well, I could have done it tomorrow, but I just want to get it over with. So
Yeah,
I'll be there tonight. If you're in town, well, you're listening to this afterwards.
afterwards, so it doesn't matter.
This doesn't talk like we're on a radio show.
Speaking of market, I want to see if nope, not yet. I'll see if we had been reached back out to by Seaweed yet.
Oh, yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, you think we'll be there either way? I mean, we were approved to go, but
Yeah, I don't see why not.
yeah, we're gonna be
I
there
don't,
either way.
I don't see them changing their mind.
Yeah,
I have never gotten the feeling that was a possibility. Really,
yeah,
that sounds kind of arrogant, but um, yeah, I'll leave it at that. I guess.
yeah, yeah. Let's see what else. We have a hunt coming up in November. Also, before we talk about that, we still have our Patreon hunt December.
Yeah.
Do. I think we're going out there November 30th to kind of just drive around and see the sights. But it starts that Friday, December 1st through the 3rd. So if you want to go hunt with us, that is in South Carolina, Francis Marion, South Carolina specifically. So you could look that up, close to Georgetown-ish area. If you want to go hunt with us, let us know. You can join our Patreon and for as low as $3 a month, and we will give you a personalized sit down, chat. This is where you should look to hunt, help you find a place. We're doing camping. So bring a tent and your gear, and we're covering all food. And if you want to bring some whiskey, bring some whiskey.
Yeah, it should be fun, man. We'll bring our two tents out and get those, like our two like overhead tents.
Hmm.
Um, get those set up and staked down. Get some tents set up for some sleeping arrangements. Get a little makeshift outdoor kitchen area going on and place to hang out and chill. I think it'll be a good time.
Yeah. And even if you don't want to hunt, you can still come and just hang out. We'll probably be hunting. I don't know that I'm going to hunt 24 hours a day, all 3 days, but I am going
No,
to
I
hunt.
mean we need to talk about what we want to cook and whatnot. But I imagine for at least a couple of those nights, I'll need to be cooking up a solid dinner.
Yeah.
May keep me at camp in the evening, but hunt in the morning. You grab people can grab a Pop Tart or some shit and feed themselves in the morning.
I can also make breakfast.
Breakfast.
Well, I don't know that I'm going to be making breakfast at 4 in the morning, but we'll see. We'll figure it out. We'll see
We
what
will
everybody
figure
else
it out.
wants to do, and then we'll
Yeah,
just adapt and overcome. But
that's the way to do it. And you were talking about the oh, we haven't talked about the when's a hunt that we pulled.
mm,
That's sometime in December too, isn't it?
hey, look, I kind of forgot.
Yeah, I did too, and I don't think I put it in the calendar yet. So
Bono Ferry, December 11th through the 13th. So better put that in there. Yeah, we
11th through the 13th. Damn, that's in the middle of the week. All right.
is it sure is. Yep. So that's South Carolina. Go outdoors, South Carolina. Live life outdoors. Lottery hunt win. Congratulations, you're successful in drawing the lottery hunt species, number, and area listed below. You must have a wildlife management area permit and a big game permit in addition to a valid hunting license to attend the hunt. I didn't know that. We have to have a.
WMA.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't think I've ever bought a WMA permit.
If you bought your waterfowl stuff, you probably have.
Oh, then yeah, I guess I did.
Just double check. You may have bought. You probably haven't done. Just didn't realize it.
Yeah, I'm sure I did. I definitely bought it if I bought waterfowl tags. So yeah, but that's cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well. That'll be just you and I kicking it in the sticks, as they say.
Indeed.
How far is Bono Ferry from you?
Mm, 20 minutes.
Not bad. Are you going to camp or are you going to drive home?
I don't know. I might just drive home. You're welcome to come crash here. We'll just
I might do
sl-
that with you.
crash and just get up early. The kids
That's
will be
true.
getting up early for school anyway, so they may be just about ready for Christmas break. I don't know, but it's not
It's
far
not
from here
far
at all.
from. Yes, I see Cypress Gardens right there. So
Yeah, just
yeah, I'll
a
probably do that.
straight shot right through Monk's Corner, basically to where the Walmart is, which takes me 10 to 15 minutes to get there, depending on traffic, and then it's another 15 minutes from there. So
Yeah, it's an
20 30 minutes max.
hour and 35 minutes for me.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah,
We could just plan on hunting all day and then just come back here and crash.
yeah, that works. That's what we'll do. I like the plan. Yeah, we were trying to talk about this hunt with. So it's called Hunters and Heroes is the new charity that they've started, but it's funny. We met Jax at Snipers Unknown. He's been our um, either lead or backup gun for Snipers Unknown for 2 years
Hmm.
with Mr. Lamar, and so this guy is a friend of Jax. His name is Byron, and he started Hunters and Heroes, I think, with a couple of people, but they do they also work with another charity where they do vets. I think it's called Dogs for Vets or something,
Yeah.
or it's similar to Dogs for Vets. I know that is a charity. But they're going to Camp Hero. I set that up with Rocco. Um, that's coming up, I think, the first week in November.
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
and so they're bringing some dogs and some vets out there, and they're actually gonna film the hunt. And we're just going kind of to hang out. But I would plan
That's
on
cool.
doing like some guiding stuff and maybe run a camera if they need me
Yeah,
to.
that'd be fun.
Um, I'm sure I'll hunt once or twice, but I'm really just going to hang out with all those guys and give Jax his Glock back.
Yeah, I will have just been there, so it'll be a fun trip.
Back and forth. Yeah, you're going up there for the
Yeah, not this
Eagle Scout team.
weekend. Not this weekend, but
Am I going?
No, you're gonna be somewhere else. You said you're gonna be in
Oh, I'm going to Helen,
Helen.
Georgia
Yeah.
for Oktoberfest.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we are. Gavin and I'll be driving up there. I think Lee is going to come with us, and then Rocco's got local help. Um, so Gavin's working on finalizing his plans. We're gonna go talk to some hardware stores, Lowe's, Home Depot, see about getting some donations to help with materials, and
Up
then
there? Or are you going to drive all that shit up there?
no, we're gonna request donations via gift card
Oh,
so that we can purchase the stuff up there,
yeah.
and just do it that way. It'd be easier
Is
than
that a pretty
hauling all that
common thing they
stuff.
do?
Lowe's,
Yeah.
yeah, they do stuff like that pretty frequently.
For scouts or for
Yeah,
anybody?
yeah, usually for charitable stuff,
Nice.
veteran things. So the fact that he's doing something that's supporting sort of veteran first responder thing, and it's an Eagle Scout project, kind of it's a hits him. It's a double whammy. So hopefully he'll get a good response from everybody. He set up a GoFundMe. I haven't posted it on
You should bring
Whiskey
it
and
over here.
Whitetails. I should. Um, I'll send you the link afterwards. But he set up a GoFundMe. He's got around $1,000 donated already.
Well, if you
He's
watch this
go
video on YouTube, we'll have a link to the GoFundMe and the YouTube, and we'll also put it in our link tree.
Yeah, and just for for more clarification, he's building. He's taking a trailer, a 10 by 6, I think, trailer. Well, the footprint of the blind will be the floor is 9 by 5 feet, but he's taking it and converting it a trailer that you would just like throw a lawnmower or four-wheeler on, and converting it into a wheelchair accessible hunting blind. And he had the opportunity to speak to Josh Carney. If you're not familiar with who Mr. Josh Carney is, he is a pretty active and influential member of the outdoor community. He was um, injured in a turkey hunt with his dad. Terrible accident. His dad accidentally shot him in the back
Oof.
and paralyzed him from the waist down. A interesting side effect of the medical procedures and being having a the breathing tube and some other things through surgeries is it altered his vocal cords, and he obviously tells the story way more in detail and accurately than I do. But it allows him to make uh, calls without using a call. So turkey calls, goose calls, all kinds of crazy stuff he can just do with his mouth and his hand, and it sounds
Wow.
incredible. So he's been a big proponent. He has a cool platform. You can, I think his Son of the South is his social media handle. You can
Oh,
go
yeah.
check him out. But he took some time to talk with Gavin and give his perspective as someone who hunts from a wheelchair. The things that he should consider in terms of the height of the shooting window, the width of the door, the type of material for the floor for people like him that hunt with one of the track chairs, and how that tears up flooring. Just gave Gavin some really valuable advice. So that was a cool experience for Gavin to be able to reach out and speak with him, and it's been a good experience so far. Hopefully, everything continues to go well, and it'll turn out good. I think it will. I think Rocco's got access to lots of help and folks who are capable. I've never built anything like this, neither has Gavin. So it's called an Eagle Scout leadership project. The goal is not for Gavin to do the entire project himself. The goal is for him to organize and lead the project and utilize other people's skills and resources. So, um, hopefully we have access to all the skills and talent that we need for framing and putting that up, and leave there. We're taking about 4 days to be there. So hopefully it's plenty of time.
Do you have a is Rocco bringing people that have those experiences?
I have to talk to Rocco. I'm fairly certain he's got access to those folks. He is not in our conversations. He's not seemed worried about it, if that makes sense. But he doesn't ever seem worried about anything. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
How can you be with his past?
Yeah, just everything kind of rolls over and rolls off his back,
Well,
which
luckily
is
in that
cool.
part of
But
the world, there's a bunch of handyman good old boys, I'd assume so.
yeah, and I don't think it'll be too hard for him to make some phone calls and have some folks out there that are capable and willing to lend a couple weekends or a couple afternoons to help with that. It's not very big. We're not talking about framing a house. It's literally four walls. So I think in a roof, I think it'll be pretty pretty straightforward.
Yeah, just keeping it sturdy enough to be driven around.
Yeah, and we were gonna do metal and weld and all that stuff. Then we got to thinking about it in terms of cost and everything, and using metal to do all that really drives up the cost and it increases the time. And
And
I
the
was like,
weight.
well, they build, they build like mobile homes, prefabricated homes out of wood and 2x4s, and they drive those things down the damn interstate. So surely you can build, you know,
Yeah,
a deer blind or a hunting blind on a small trailer and make it work. So
I think it'd help it anyway because it'd give it some flex with the wood.
right, yeah, yeah,
Or the metal
probably.
be kind of rigid, and you'd probably end up having doors not fitting by the time you got to wherever you were going. That's the only advice I'd give you is make sure you have plenty of tolerance for anything that needs to move.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think it'd be fun. Are you gonna name it?
No, I don't know if he's gonna name it, but it's kind of I don't know if it's a tradition or kind of a standard practice to anytime you do an Eagle Scout project, you make a little plaque or something to put on it or near it to kind of just show, you know, the organization, the troop, the individual that did that work. So Jessica's going to use the laser to create a little wooden plaque, and we'll stain it and create it and either hang it inside or outside somewhere.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be neat to have. You could have you could do like a picture frame too, and he could put it on a wall inside. That way, it lives forever in there.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That's a good
Yeah,
idea.
because I got my turkeys in there,
That's right.
so you can put it above my turkey. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll have to take a picture of him next to it when it's done. That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Awesome, man. I'm looking forward to seeing the finished product of that. You should definitely make sure you film a bunch of it and get some content out of that.
Yeah, I will. I'll bring the camera and my phone and some tripods and do some time lapse stuff and get some footage out of it for sure.
Yeah, it's
There'll
hard to
be a
do. Good.
Good. Well, there's going to be a youth hunt going on that weekend as well. So there's going to be a lot of people that are very busy. So hopefully there's it shouldn't impact anything. But I don't know if I imagine the youth or the guests, the primary guests, so they'll probably be staying inside. So we may be just bringing tents and kind of hardcore camping out.
Well, he's got that camper
Oh, that's right. I forget he has that.
because
That'll
I
be
told
good.
him that too. I was like, "There's gonna be a bunch of people there for the hunt with
Yeah.
Byron and Hunters and Heroes." But I was like, "Do I need to bring a tent?" And he was like, "No." He's like, "Just sleep in the camper if there's not
Yeah.
enough room." He's like, "It'll be fine." I'm like,
All
okay.
right. Cool.
Unlike some people that we go, never mind.
You all right?
Yeah, just reminiscing about times I've had to sleep outside in the wet because they knew I wouldn't say no.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Uh-huh. Well, you know how it is. People will take advantage where they can. All right.
It's true.
So I just got shipping confirmation that our new hat
Nice.
shipped yesterday. So by the time this episode comes out, I don't know if it'll
Yeah.
be here, but
I need some Patreon hunt footage and photos of everybody sitting around a campfire rocking that hat.
yeah, not that hat, the orange hat.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll be selling that hat. You'll be able to purchase that hat at
Yeah,
whiskeyandwhitetails.com. And I don't think we're going to price it to where you can use a discount code. So
fine with me.
yeah, I think we're just going to try and keep them cheap. That way it's easily affordable for everyone and just no discount codes on it because then it would take us into the negative. So
Yeah, got a
uh,
business to run here, people.
yeah, I think we will be able to do them around, it should be under $30 is what I'm going to say.
Nice.
But what it is a blaze orange hat and it says whiskey, whitetails underneath it. Because, everybody, I'm going to make a reel about it too when they get here. I'm probably gonna take a couple pictures of the test one I have tonight. But how do you know when you see a fellow hunter on the road? They got that orange hat sitting up in the corner in their dash. So I wanted a whiskey and whitetails hat to put in there, and
Perfect.
so we had them made, and I think they're cool and they're nice, and they're what's the name? What's the brand? Yeah,
Richardson.
they're Richardsons, just like everybody likes.
Nice.
So we'll have those available sooner than later. They'll be up sometime next week. I'm going to take all the content for it this weekend, I think, and
All right.
be able to post them. And then If I had nope.
$1 million.
I wish I had $1 million. If anybody
If
wants
you're
to give
if you're
us some,
listening and you want to give us $1 million,
I will say this: if you this has nothing to do with whiskey and whitetails, but if you have money and you're like, man, I would love to turn this money into more money, and I just wish I knew somebody I trusted that had an idea for a business. I've got one. Fantastic. And I've done a lot of the legwork on it already, and we've gotten really close to just making it happen. But it would be the wife running it, and she came to the realization that many business owners come to is you don't start a business to work less. So
not initially,
yeah,
anyways.
she'll be working her ass off if we were to start this business. But I know where we can put it. I know about what it's going to cost and the ROI numbers. All that stuff's done. For me to go get a loan and find investors and all that, and she doesn't really want to do it. No thanks.
Is this the one you and I talked about for?
Well, it's her, so
Yeah.
you know what she does.
Yeah. Okay, it's the
Yeah,
same one then. Yeah.
yeah. But it would be upscale and expensive,
Well,
and
then, then if that is the one, then I can attest to that business would be absolutely be a success, and it would be in no better hands than I could think of
oh no, it would. Yeah,
in
it
terms
would.
of knowing the industry and what it takes to be what it would be.
I have an industry leading expert in the field of what of what I was going to create. But yeah, it'd probably take a year and a half to build it. So it'd be a
Mm.
year and a half of you fretting over if you put your money in the right spot. And before someone reaches out and they're like, "I got 30 grand," no, this would be
We need
about a mill and a half.
I was gonna
Is
say
about
you need a 1.3.
yeah, it'd be one dot something. Yeah, but guaranteed success. There's no way it wouldn't work. No, absolutely no way. And I think that it's recession proof. I think it's like no matter what happens to the economy, I think it's economy proof. It's something that people will 100% do every time. Like
Yeah.
it'll be easy. And I have a lot of great ideas, and so does she. I mean, she's got over 20 years experience in the field, so fun. So if you
It's a
got
I'll just tell you, it's a funeral home.
yeah, it's a funeral home. We're never gonna run out of
It's recession
patients.
proof.
Yeah,
The economy, it doesn't matter about the
people
economy.
die every
Every
day.
people die every day.
Yep. There's a small part that helps fund gain of research. So
We send organs places to.
yeah, and we promise Charleston, South Carolina, will be the location for the accidental spillage.
Yep, make it dark quick.
Yeah. Well, when your business partner is Bill Gates, have you seen? Did you see the thing I sent you?
Yeah,
I
dude,
mean,
that took me down a rabbit hole. Holy moly!
yeah.
So
So
I have
well,
an
I'll
extended.
let
Go
everybody
ahead.
know real quick. It was Gus and I like we enjoy conspiracy theories because a lot of them are true, or have been proven true. But anyway, I just found one the other day about Bill and Melinda Gates, and there's like proof that they went to India and were charged. This was like when was this? Like 2009 or something.
Yeah, that's what it's. I think
They were
or
charged
13 or something like that.
with a crime, and they were publicly executed for the crime. And there's proof of it. And so they show side by side pictures of Bill and Melinda Gates today versus them in 2009, and it's not like they got older and look different. It's clearly two different people,
Yeah,
according to this conspiracy theory, allegedly.
allegedly.
But of all the conspiracy theories I've seen lately, that one's pretty damn good.
Yeah,
I
it's pretty
believe it way
wild.
more than I believe flat Earth.
Oh, 100%.
I don't know how we got on that topic.
Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah. All right. Well, I know this is a short one, but I feel like we got a guest next week.
Yep, we got
That'll
a
be a long
couple.
one. We got
We
like
have a
3
guest.
guests lined up, right?
Yeah, we got several guests that we have lined up and that we're working on to come on the show. We have a couple of other appearances in the works to be on some other shows, which will be interesting and I think a lot of fun. So we'll make those announcements on social media or on here as they become finalized. But definitely keep your eyes and ears glued to your phone because
Yeah.
you're doing it anyways.
Go check your battery usage, and if it's not Instagram, it's hogging up all your juice. You're not on your phone enough.
That's right.
Oh wait. Never mind. I was say I just got a tax cam notice, but it was it
Cops.
was it was telling me my battery's dead.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah. That'd be funny if it was a cop. Yeah. No, I got to do that today. I got to put new batteries in. That's the most expensive part of this.
Is it 'cause it eats 18 batteries?
Yeah, and I mean, it burns through them in like 2 weeks. But
So, I mean, how much is the solar thing?
it would be cheaper to go solar.
Yeah, I think so.
The problem with it is, like, the one at Ridgeville is at, like, 90%, and when did I put that out?
2 months ago.
Yeah. So that's how much deer traffic I'm getting on Johns Island versus Ridgeville. Yeah, which
Little
is
woods
nuts.
versus 50 acres versus big woods. It's gonna be
Yeah,
different. Yeah.
yeah. It's definitely there's a lot of deer on this
You know
property.
what's funny though, and this is the funny thing about the woods and deer woods is that there may be deer walking 15 feet by that all day, and it's just a trail they've chosen, and
Yeah.
the camera's just not there.
Well, I have it on a trail, and so, probably, like, 3 times a week,
Hmm.
I'll just see a tail. I can't tell what
Yeah,
it is, and
yeah,
then
yeah,
I've got because all the corn's gone. I haven't had corn out there in a month,
yeah,
but, I haven't been out there since the
yeah.
last time we were out there with Brian.
Well, now that the weather is holding actually at cooler temperatures for longer periods of time, I'm gonna get out and uh, tend to my personal stand on the rifle side and put a blind out on the bow side to sit with the kids. 'Cause I didn't wanna do that early on. It was just there's absolutely no reason to go stomping back there and sweating all up if I don't have to.
Yeah, yeah. I've thought about buying a can for the 308 just for this property because I think come December, I'm just gonna wipe it out.
We used to do that at the hunt club. We haven't done it in a long time, but, like, the last 2 days of the season, the bow side would be open gun, and you just go sit in your bow stand. I mean, you know, there's not as much pressure back there, so it was nothing to have 3 or 4 guys come out of there with a deer last day of the year just to clean up a little bit, but
I remember one year we talked about doing, like, a man drive.
it would be useful.
Yeah. It's almost the only way to do it because it's so thick in there and no one hunts it except for the spot. We all of us hunt the exact same spot on the bow side, more or
Yeah,
less.
it's all really close.
Yeah.
Well, most of you. You got a lot of you guys hunt on the other side of the creek down there. That's not where I typically hunt, so,
That's what I mean.
yeah.
We all hunt at the other gate.
Not this guy.
'Cause it's smart.
'Cause I'm lazy, and I
Yeah.
don't wanna deal with I don't have any other truck, and I don't wanna deal with that gate off the road and deal with that
Dude,
giant mud
it's so
shithole
bad.
that is right at the other side of that thing.
It's so bad. When Brian bought that electric bike, I was like, if I were to do
Dude, I am super interested in buying one of those,
yeah,
especially if it has a little tow behind thing you can throw a deer in.
100%. Well, I
Yeah.
throw my bow in it. Throw my bow and all my shit in it and just ride it down to that
Yeah.
gate, drive through the gate.
Mhm. I drove the truck back to hunt where BSE is, and if you're listening to this, you know where that is, but Matt does, and I took a left instead of going by the big food plot and going
Yep.
the long way around. I went left,
It's
and,
not bad through there right now.
dude, there's some potholes back there. I don't
Oh,
know if the
yeah.
hogs or whatnot have made bigger holes, but, I bottomed out that truck.
Did
One
you?
Yeah, it was bad. I bad enough that I got out to the road into the hunt club, and I got out and looked under the truck, 'cause I was afraid I fucked him up.
Do you think you hit the steps?
I think actually that's
Yeah.
what it was.
That's why I
So,
always took them off, except the truck I have now, they're rock steps, so they're sucked up
yeah.
higher. But
Yeah,
every truck I've ever had, I took them off because of that.
my goal is to put a leveling kit on that truck with some knobbier tires and get some steps that are more flush with the bottom for that very reason.
Yeah.
Because I took it to I washed the truck, not I didn't like detail it or you took it and sprayed it off really good, and there's still chunks of mud and pine straw stuck in those steps.
Yeah. That's the thing. That's the only problem with being back there, man, is it's so messy and it's hard to get anywhere. And it's the only place you're gonna kill them is way back there where you gotta drive through all that shit.
Yeah, and the most efficient way to do it is with an ATV or a UTV, and it's just, like,
Yeah.
not everybody has 20, 15, 20 grand to throw it.
Plus
Having
a
one of those
Connex box, plus it's gonna get stolen,
right.
plus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
No, I'm not doing it. I've made a decision. I'm definitely done this year, and I'm gonna use that money to go on I wanna go so I reached out to, a guide for pronghorn next year.
Yeah,
I think I would like to do that for my wedding anniversary.
nice.
She said she's down,
Sweet.
but I think you and I need to go kill a mule deer.
I'm down for that 100%.
Where I was looking in Arizona, the most likely place to have success and get an over the counter tag It's it was like triple digit days. It's hot,
Really?
so that's the only downside.
Yeah, it does suck.
And that would probably be a rifle hunt. I'm not gonna chase mule deer in 100-degree weather.
No, and I need to. If we're gonna do that, then I'm gonna have to invest in a different rifle and get some hours at shooting longer range. I don't have a lot of experience with that.
Well, I got a $2,200 loophole scope. I'll sell you for not $2,200 because I went down to an $800 Vortex.
Nice,
It's a better scope, believe it or
dude.
not.
I love Vortex. I don't know if I'll ever buy another piece of glass. I
I mean,
like
I
that.
won't.
Their binoculars, fantastic.
Yeah, I love those Vortex binoculars. We bought the
And
same ones, right?
yep, and the two I have two scopes. Two is it two? I don't remember, but the quality aside, their warranty.
Yeah,
Like you can, I mean, the shit can catch on fire and you could have nothing left but the dial cap, and be like, some shit went down, and they will replace it.
yeah. My Leupold, it has I guess the insides of those are like vacuum sealed or something. I don't know,
Hmm.
but mine's leaking. So if the weather's not perfect,
Oh yeah.
it'll fog up on the inside.
Hmm.
And so like the bottom, and I know I can send it back and they'll fix it because they
Right.
have a good warranty as well. But to be honest, I don't.
Yeah.
It doesn't see as well at low light as the Vortex does. That Strike Eagle is a beast,
Yep. Yep.
absolute beast.
They are good. They are good.
And when you have a badass Army Special Forces, not Ranger sniper, telling you that he only shoots Vortex, that kind of speaks volumes as well.
100%.
100%. We should have him on again one day.
Who? Lariat?
Lamarticus.
Lamarticus?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be down for that. I thought about having Jax on too sometime.
Oh yeah, we should. We could do that at the Hunt Club or at we'll probably make a bunch of podcasts there
We
actually.
should 100% do a bunch of podcasts that we don't have to trash.
Yeah. No, do them sober. Every podcast we do there, drink too much.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, I'm not going to. Well, the problem, like, so did you
You
see?
always say
So
you're not going to.
I know, but I don't realize I'm doing it. So Dan Kidd, you know Heavy Dan.
Yeah.
So he posted a reel this morning. Shout out to Heavy Dan, and it
Yeah,
said, "You saw it?
yeah.
I'm gonna read it because it was like 100% spot on." It said, "If at any point during the night I tell you I'm feeling quote unquote a little drunk, I've been hammered for at least 30 minutes," and that's me, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely have
Yeah.
that problem.
Yeah. If I'm verbal about, I got a good buzz going. Yeah, I've been way past, way past gone for a little while.
I messaged him. I was like, the problem is like we do podcasts with people sometimes, and you listen to it later because you don't really remember what you talked about, and then you're like,
Yeah.
and I'm on there going, "Well, what should I gotta say, man?" It's just, and I was like, dude, cringe. So embarrassing when that happens.
What are you gonna do? We're in the middle of a podcast. I mean, I could tell you. I can tell when it starts to happen. But what am
No,
I gonna
because you
do?
would ruin it. Because then I'd be,
I'm not gonna text you and tell you. Then you're
hey,
gonna
you're
become super
drunk.
self conscious about it. So just
Yeah.
let it ride.
Yeah. Well, I mean, eventually it'll either be. It's the good thing about it is, I will say this is because when I'm that drunk, like it's still fun.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not like an asshole
Yeah. No,
or
you don't
saying
suddenly
shit I
become
shouldn't be saying.
right. You don't
Yeah.
suddenly become a belligerent,
Yeah.
piece of
Dick.
shit or anything.
No, I just get very talkative and I laugh more, which Tyler calls my Grinch laughed. When I go,
That's funny.
yeah, it's the baby Grinch.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go put some corn out and sit in the woods.
Sweet. Well, good luck, and hopefully, if you're listening to this, you can go check social media and see some posts of him having killed a deer.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Cool. Thanks for
right.
listening. We love you and stuff.
Bye.
Bye.
Drinking whiskey.